it's Lego Money Everything, and last time I did a video where I said ask me questions because I'm doing a Q&A. Ignore that idiot. And I got a lot of questions, and I probably can answer them all in one video. If I can't, I'll do a part 2. And yeah, so I'm going to start with Facebook first. From, I don't know how to say your name, Drizel. But I know you on Google Plus as Drizel Dragon, but I don't know how to say your last name, I'm sorry. Do you know if you're going to quit YouTube? Man, you just must really hate me. I'm kidding. I try not to think about it very often, but I'm like, after I get out of high school, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna, stay on YouTube or be what I want to be when I grow up? Or, like, do YouTube as, like, a hobby when I get older? I really don't know. But I just don't think about it. I kind of, like, live life while I still have it. Lego Show TV asks, what's your fave Ninjago set for 2015 and the new wave in the summer? Actually, I'm really behind on what the sets look like, so I don't know. I like the dragon, though. The Ghost Dragon. I think that set's pretty cool. However, it looks like it can fall apart, but it looks pretty cool. I got one question on Twitter from Lego Ninjago fan. Do you like Chima that much anymore? Yeah, I do, actually. I still do like Chima. Just because I'm doing Ninjago news doesn't mean I dislike Chima. It's because a lot of you guys have requested doing Ninjago videos, and I care about what you guys want. So if you guys want me to do Ninjago news or theories or something like that, I will do that for you because it's what you want. And that's, I try to do a YouTube channel where I can best interest you. So, yeah. Okay. Scales King of the Serpentine asks, if Ninjago dies off after the Ghost season, what do you think will happen to the Lego YouTubers that do only Ninjago videos? And what advice would you give those people? Well, considering you don't have a YouTube channel yourself, Spade, my advice for them would to start finding different themes you like now, because Ninjago could just go off the air anytime now. I mean, I've heard it ends off after the Ghost season. So, find different interests, and if you can't, you're probably going to go away just like Ninjago will, unless you can find some different interest. If you can, good, because right now, I like Ninjago and Chima, and I'm trying to get in Bionicle and the new Elves theme. My little cousin showed me like an episode, and I'm like, oh, this is really cool. And I'm trying to get into Marvel. I like Marvel movies and a bunch of other stuff, so I'm trying to expand my horizons. That is my advice. Expand your horizons so that if Ninjago dies off after the Ghost season, you will have something else to do, and you'll still be on YouTube. Mustache Ninja. Who is your favorite characters from Chima and Ninjago? Chima's hard because there's like a lot of characters, but probably the cat guys, which is basically all the cat tribes, wolves, and a bunch of others, especially Windsor. But yeah, stop it! Let's smack her. Parrot the Colorful Rainwing asks, what character from Ninjago should I make into a dragon? Okay, for those of you who don't know, I've shared her profile on Instagram once. She calls herself KK the Dragon on Instagram. I will pop up a picture here. So, what she does is she combines the Wings of Fire series with Ninjago, and she takes people from Ninjago, transform them into dragons, and here's a picture of Maro. She spelled it wrong. It's okay. But, it's actually pretty cool. And she does take suggestions. Okay. I'm reading my email right now. Adam Does Animations ask, why aren't you on Google Plus in the LEGO community anymore? For those of you who don't know, I left the community because mostly I tried to help the community a lot, and I just tried and, I gave up. Because I'm just done. And mostly because of this guy. It all started like on a video I did on a Ninjago theory or something. I really don't know what it was. He said, you have to give credit to this guy. And I said, okay, have him come onto my channel and have him request, and I will give him credit. And the next day he said, you have to give him credit. And I said, okay, cool. Ask the dude to come onto my channel so I can give him credit. And then he just kept saying it over and over. And eventually I got pissed off and ticked because I'm like, look, you don't need to be his bitch. You tell him to get on my channel and ask for credit. And then eventually one day I just lost it and I got mad. So then he started bullying me. I was still in like depression a bit, and I got back into depression, and I told my Wings of Fire friends, which I shouldn't have done, but they treat me like a family, and they got mad at him, and then he went for them and he left me alone, and then he just kept bullying them and stuff, and it wouldn't stop. Caitlin had to go to the hospital because she drank bleach. Because I don't know. I think the secret thing, yeah. But it was just on and off and stuff, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And then he got mad at me the other day, which I wasn't here on the day he said, yeah, right, and stuff. Because I had Caitlin's cousin watching my channel, reading my notifications, replying back to everybody, just watching the channel and stuff. And he said nothing went wrong, everything was okay, so I believe him. But then I see Adam posted like something really sad, and I'm like, hey, what's wrong? How can I help you? And he was mad at me for who knows what reason, I really don't know. And I told him I wasn't here, Kate's cousin was, so I don't know what he did, but I wasn't here. And, he left me alone. And then after, like, Monday, I felt like, I shouldn't be here anymore. I would rather go to a community where I'm welcomed and I'm treated like a family and not like, not a family. I would rather be in a community where I'm treated like a human being, not like trash. So I left. The only time you see me on Google Plus is when I share privately funny stuff with Eric, which you can check on my posts and stuff, or it's just something about the Chima series. But other than that, no, I'm not there anymore. And he also asked, can you tell Spade to leave me alone? No, I'm sorry. By the way, you've been treating me lately and my friends. I don't think I want to help you, because every time I would help you, you would turn around and be rude to me. And I really didn't understand it. And so, I don't know. So I'm kind of tired of it. And I'm saying, I'm not going to help you anymore. You need to learn how to go do things on your own. And I know this sounds mean, but I'm actually kind of trying to help you, because you have a problem with haters and stuff, and blocking and reporting and a bunch of other stuff. That doesn't help. Okay, what helps you is to learn how to deal with them. And the sooner you learn how to deal with them, the sooner you will be able to, deal with it all the time. I had to have my friends in the Wings of Fire community teach me how to be neutral and, deal with a bunch of stuff and ignore all the hate and all that other stuff. And they told me, we're always here for you. If you ever need help, you can come to us. So, You need to learn how to deal with it on your own, or else you can't survive on the internet very long. Because I can't really show you how to help you. I'm not always going to be here, you know. I'm going to leave high school and go off and go to college. You know, I'm not going to be always there to help you guys. You guys need to learn to be on your own. I'm happy to help as long as I get like kindness back and you don't treat me like okay? I know. It's mean. But I'm tired and I'm not going to help you anymore, Adam. I'm sorry. Mustache Ninja again. How's Dylan? Dylan got out of the hospital today, so that's good. Lego Shadow Blast asks, if you had to choose between Ninjago and Chima, what would it be? Chima has a larger, I feel like has a larger variety of characters, and you can make up like any landmark, any tribe, any mock, and it would work. However, with, you know, Ninjago, it has so much of a limited amount of characters and all the other stuff. Will you shut up? I'm gonna lock you in your cage.